Brian back here with another Nvidia update. Alright, we're going to break this chart down here in a second and going to show you what's going on with this thing. Alright, right now it's up 0.26% for the day, up $1.11. Alright, and you can go down through here, income statements, the performance. 1 year it's up 184.67%. The oscillated, the technicals, we'll take a look at them real quick. I don't put much stock in these things, but according to them, we got a buy signal. The oscillators are neutral and the moving averages are a strong buy. If you go down through here, the 20 moving average, the 20 exponential moving average, they're all buys. The only sell is the MACD level, 12 and 26. Alright, so you can see down through there this thing, look at this, the analyst rating, it says a strong buy. Let's see what the forecast is for this thing. The 43 analysts offering 1 year price forecast for Nvidia have a max estimate of $600 and a minimum estimate of $254.39. It says the price target is $457.56 plus $33. Alright, $457.56. Let's see if that lines up with anything back here in these charts. $457.56. We're going to put a line what they're talking about. 457. Let's see here. 457.56. 457.56. Alright, we're going to do some charting here and see. Alright, that's what they're talking about right there. Let's double that up. Alright, and I have done none of this prior to starting this video. Okay, so this is all just showing you what's going on here. Okay, alright, back here, right down through here. This is on the weekly chart. Alright, you can see back June of 2019. Alright, that's when we started this run up here. Alright, you can see a clear wave 1 right here. Let me grab my trend based fib. I apologize about that. Having a little bit bad weather again. Alright, take that through here. Actually, hold on one second. Let's move in. The daily gives me a little bit better stuff to work with on the daily chart here. There we go. Alright, so this one wave started way back here. Obviously, that's where our incline started. Okay, had a top right there, the retrace back to there. Alright, we go through here, we pull this out. You can see it clearly. Alright, especially if you're used to counting Elliott waves. Alright, you can see the 1, 2, the 3, 4, and the 5th wave blow off here. Okay, went a little bit higher than the forecast for this here, but anyway, we had 5 waves up. Alright, so we're going to move on from that. That means absolutely nothing now. Okay, that's over with. The trend based fib extended just a little bit higher. Okay, now if we move to this move, what was this, November 22nd, we hit this top right here. Alright, so after 5 waves up, you're looking for an ABC correction to come in. 5 Elliott waves up. Alright, so if we take the measurement of this top here to the bottom, then we take this top and we put it right on there. Okay, boom. Okay, you can see right there. We're just breaking it down to see what is going on here. A, B, that C ended right down here. Okay, you can see it ended right at the bottom there. Okay, then we ended up having just a little pop and then a final rollover down to 109.46. Alright, so if we move on from there, now we got this wave here. We have this huge gap here between 319 and 368. Okay, we also have a trend line. Let's go out on the weekly so I can show you this trend line. Get rid of this. Okay, because this trend line is super valid. You can see it respecting the whole moves here. Okay, it runs right up through here. point this out because this thing's going to come back into play at some time here. Okay, started right there. You can see it moved up here, ended up losing it down through here, got it back, tested it as support here, and then busted out. Okay, so now if we move over to that move, all right, you can see Elliott waves forming on this thing. Okay, you can see this is a 1 right here, 2. Now is this a 3, 4, 5, or does it have a little bit more push? All right, if we take a trend-based fib, then we're going to look at the RSIs, and we're going to use that wick, okay, and see what happens here. All right, the wick and the bottom right there. Look at that. Pretty close. 465, 67. They're saying 457, 56. Pretty close to the same thing here. Okay, so if we don't use the wick, you know, and wicks fluctuate and bounce up and down, these trend-based fibs work. Okay, if we don't use that big wick, we only go to there, pull down. What do we got? Then this says a top came in. Okay, I think it has one more push up, and I'm going to show you why. All right, the RSIs. Okay, the weekly RSI is at the top. Okay, that thing is it's pretty maxed out, 87 and a 90. It's bearish on the weekly. The daily is the one that makes me think it has one more push. Okay, you see that daily is reset and at the bottom. All right, and you can see down here this thing could shoot up, make a higher high than over here, or make a lower high, bearish, just like this here. You know, come up, make a lower high, and then roll over. Okay, but on price action, all right, hold on 1 second here. Oops, sorry about that. I'm going to zoom in here because on price action, when you have bearish divergence, this price up here you would end up having just a slightly higher high. Okay, and then down here on the divergence you would have a lower high, so that would give you bearish divergence, which would line up with that weekly back here because the weekly is maxed out. Okay, right there, and that thing is at the top. It's ready to correct, but we got the daily ready for one more push to the upside. Okay, we got the 12 hour. See where 12 is at here? It's pushing up. It's beautiful. It's reset at the bottom. We got the 8 hour at the bottom, looking great. The 4 heading up. All right, so this thing obviously is going to have one more push up, in my opinion. Okay, looks like it's going to have one more go up here, so we'll hit that 457.56. I think it's going to get close up there. Not a whole lot more. I mean, it's at 424 right now. That's 54, 30, 40 more bucks up. All right, so we'll see if it tops out up there. If we take a fib and put on this thing and look for a pullback area. I did this earlier because look how this lines up here. All right, we pull this over. Let's put the Heiken Ashi candles on. I like them. They're a little bit brighter. There we go. Okay, and we put a Fibonacci on this thing. Now if it goes up to that area, all right there is the start of the wave. We're going to have to move this up a little bit. Say it goes up to that, I had like 464 or something, even right there. Okay, let's pull this down and get this correct. There we go. Look where this 618 lines up. Right close to this support line that's running up through here. Okay, so you could possibly see this thing fill that gap. Okay, one push up. All right, then roll over. Obviously it'll come down in waves, hit this bottom here. Okay, and then that's going to be where it comes in. So if that weekly is reset or not. Okay, and if it's going to bounce up from here or if it's going to break down from here and continue down. We'll have to obviously see how that plays out once we get back to the support line. But I'm looking for a pullback to that 618. If we get this extension up here, up to that 460, let's call it 467. All right. I gotta line this bottom back up. Sorry about that. It's hard when you're trying to stretch this out here. Okay, so we'll see what happens here, guys. I expect to pull back to that 618. After this daily taps out here, another 20-30 bucks. Look for that 618 pullback. We'll come back to the video after this thing tops out, and we'll check in then and see where everything's at. But it doesn't look like it has much more to go. All right, guys. Everybody have a great night. Please hit the like and subscribe. I would appreciate that very, very much. And thank you so much for watching my video. Have a great night.